What is up, side hustlers, entrepreneurs, business builders, and dream makers? Welcome to the Sell Your Side Hustle Podcast, episode 51. So glad to be back in your earbuds once again today, as we are every single day of the work week that is anyway, Monday through Friday, and your earbuds every single day. Love doing it, love being here with you guys. And this week, there will be a bonus episode dropped sometime in the week, making up for my birthday that happened on last Friday when I didn't record. So that hasn't dropped yet, so you want to keep your ears and your eyes open looking for that. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and get started with the conversation I wanted to have with you today. Today, I want to give you some general advice that hits right at the core of the heart of the name of this podcast. When starting a side hustle, what kind of side hustle should you start? And I know in the past we've had episodes where I've gone through effectively what my blueprint is, effectively what my strategy is, and how I would implement starting a side hustle if I were you. Today, what I'm going to do instead is kind of talk to you a little bit about the type of side hustle that you should be starting. And I have a 14-day Settle Your Side Hustle challenge that you can go through if you would like to discover the side hustle that's absolutely the best for you. But today I'm going to give you two recommendations, two different genres that you can enter, because honestly, the sky's the limit and there are so many possibilities out there. There's always a new opportunity, always a new shiny object, something else you can do to make a lot of money online, or to pay somebody a lot of money to potentially tell you how to make some money online. So many things out there that how do you navigate it, and how do you decide what's a shiny object versus what's worthwhile to pursue? And my answer to you is really simple. I think of it as there are two viable models. And these are very broad brushstroke models, but there are two viable models. One grows faster than the other, one's more stable than the other. And that's the pros and cons right there. So on the one hand, the first model you have, the one that I typically recommend to most people in most cases, is that you could start a side hustle where you are providing a digital service, a white collar digital service. So that would look like something like what I do, offering marketing services, offering copywriting services, offering graphic design, offering web design, offering photo editing or video editing, anything that you could do from the safety of your own home behind a computer. And I'm not talking about how you get the clients. I'm talking about how you provide the service for the clients. If it's something you can do behind a laptop or a desktop, there's a couple reasons that I really like and recommend this style of side hustle for so many people so often. One, there is absolutely zero overhead. You can start doing this without a website. You can start doing this without any social clout. You can start doing this without needing anything new unless you don't currently own a computer. And then if you're like, well, I don't have any of those skills you just mentioned, well, you can still do this without needing to buy anything new, because you can go to the University of YouTube and you can learn how to do these things on YouTube, and then you can start providing the services. So one is no overhead. That's an amazing benefit that we have at modern days that's really never existed to us before. So if you can, I highly suggest taking advantage of it. Another very strong argument that I have as to why this is usually the smart route to go for people is because when you're first starting out and you don't have an audience, you don't have a name, you don't have any traction or momentum built up, every single sale is going to be equally difficult to close. Whether you're trying to sell something that's a $20 profit margin or something that's a $2,000 profit margin, it's going to be just as difficult. So since that is the case, it is wise to try to sell the things that will make you more money. If it's going to be just as hard to sell it in either case, sell the thing where you only need to sell one of them, right? And so that leads us towards high ticket services is a very easy way to make a lot of money in a single sale. Now, when I say easy way, I'm not implying that, oh, this is going to be a walk in the park. It's so simple and so easy and there's no hard grit to it. I'm just saying that you don't need to close 100 people at a $20 per profit margin each in order to make $2,000. You only need to close one person, and that simplicity makes everything a lot easier when you're still working a day job. And so now you only need one sale maybe a month, depending on what your goals are, right? And so that becomes something that's very doable. Another one is that if it's the right kind of service, you can provide it on a monthly retainer. So you could be telling somebody $2,000 not once, but $2,000 every single month. And now you're getting yourself some security and some sustainability and some profit all at once. And so that's a really cool place to start. The other option, the second one that I recommend to people, and this is actually the one that I used first. And this is what helped me hit escape velocity. Now I do both, but this is what helped me hit escape velocity. Is running a membership program. And the membership can be structured in so many different ways. You can have a private platform that people are given access to, where you have cool things going on that platform, kind of like a Patreon. Or you could have a private Facebook group and a Slack that people get access to. You could have a software if you wanted to build a SaaS product, though I don't recommend that because that's increasing your overheads. But maybe you already have a vision and an idea, and I say go for it. But the idea is you pick something that's reasonably low ticket, something where the average person can afford to pay it and then not really think about it. Right. So for me, you could say that this is anywhere from $9 to like $37 a month, anywhere in that ballpark. However, you could also, depending on what you're doing and how much value you're providing inside the membership, you could charge 97 or 197 or maybe even 297 a month per member, and just give enough value inside that membership. And the cool thing about this is, imagine that you have people who are paying, say, $97 a month. Okay. Imagine you have people paying $97 a month. And now it's going to be harder to get to the point of making $2,000 a month. You're not going to be able to do that off of one sale, right? But let's say maybe it takes you a year, and over the course of a year, maybe you get to 100 paying members. And for me, I got to 300 paying members in like 4 or 5 months when I started my membership. So let's just say that you're charging like 97 a month, right? And it takes you a year to get to 100 paying members. Well, that means now your side hustle is earning you 6 figures a year. And if you lose a client, if somebody cancels their subscription, you're still making 6 figures a year. There's a lot more stability in that. And that security can be the perfect replacement for a job. And every single time you get a new member, you can see your revenue increasing. So you can actually watch and you can map exactly when you can leave the day job if that's your end goal. So these are the two types of side hustles that I usually recommend starting. Either you start a relatively low ticket membership, or you start a relatively high ticket white collar digital service. And in either case, what you'll see is that they have pros and cons, they have ups and downs, there's pain points, and there's things that are nice about both of them. But in either case, those are two options that you can use, where working a 9 to 5, you will have sufficient time to do those businesses as well and hit whatever those goals are for you guys. So if you are at all interested in talking to me directly about which of those you should do for your personal situation, then go ahead and just go to the link that I have in the description, where I have linked my calendar, and just schedule a call with me and we can have that conversation. We can figure out what's best for you. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Maybe there's another bonus episode coming today. You don't know. You gotta look out. Keep your eyes open. But that's all I have for you this episode. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you so much. God bless.